What is up, Squid Squad? Back at you with another Amberlynn video. This one is this one is called My Last Response to BECK. So finally, we are here for a real, true, and honest reaction. We have not seen this yet. We're completely caught up by skipping about 5 videos. I don't know if that counts as catching up, but we did it. This was posted 13
We're
hours
here.
ago. My last response to BECK. Now, this is where it kind of bites her in her ass being ahead, as she'd like to say, when in reality she's behind. Whatever she's saying here, my last response to BECK is probably to like 3-week-old news or like 2-week-old news. This probably doesn't have any of the stuff from the latest Q&A, where BECK told us about the playing Choosy and the lint.
Yep.
And the bloody bathroom experiences that you would have to clean up. So unfortunately, yeah, just it's not going to include a lot of stuff. But
Nope.
we will see. I wonder, is this just a sit down video? Oh, this looks like it's a sit down video. So this might just be nonstop apology to BECK for 10 minutes. And the responses I have seen is that this isn't a very good apology, which I mean, who would have seen that coming?
I actually have not seen a single thing about this video. I have no idea what she's gonna say or what happens here, so
Okay, good. Yeah, the only thing I've seen is people being like, "Oh, this is fucking pathetic." So,
Oh wow, perfect. Well, that's promising.
yeah. All right, let's get to
it. Time to freak the fuck out.
Welcome to a new video. It's actually February 7th at 3 a.m. in the morning.
No, it's actually February 16th at 11:18 p.m.
Yes, I should be asleep, but here I am awake.
Wait, why the fuck is she recording at 3 a.m.?
I mean, a video. I was actually getting ready
go to sleep.
She probably met a new lady
and try to sleep.
True.
My sleeping hasn't been the greatest. I've just been having a lot of anxiety, and when I have a lot of anxiety, I go to sleep really late, and I genuinely hate it. Something I've suffered with majority of my life. But anyways, I could have totally slept and waited till tomorrow to film this.
Add insomnia to the list.
It's just so heavy that like I have to do it now so I can just be completely done with it.
She's got that strange smile that she has when she's about to lie a bunch. I don't know. I might sound like an insane person. Right? A little bit, yeah. I might sound like an insane person, but she just gotta trust me here. I've followed this lady a long time.
That they posted tonight or today or whatever, but it was a new one. So
a new Q&A.
I was actually
posted, so
I was in another window. I was actually going back to see what she did on the 7th.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just taking a look. So, she did indeed upload a video on the 7th.
Was that the first?
This very day.
Was that the Snowflake one or the Jordy one?
It's called First Compilation.
Okay.
Oh, it's about cryptids. I don't know. It's about cryptids. Well, I don't get it.
Amberlynn is basically a cryptid.
Amber's pretty stupid. So, I mean, in just 3 or 4 days before that, she had done her very first Q&A, the Mr. Snowflake Q&A. So, you're right. Like what you said before we even started watching, Becky had just gotten started when Amber filmed this.
Yep.
So, you're right. It seems a little unwise of her to say that this is the final time she will address BECK, because BECK clearly had other plans and went on to record a lot more stuff about her very soon after.
Which is really funny, especially with so much...
the tip of the iceberg, basically, is what Amberlynn's going to be addressing here.
Especially with so much damning stuff coming out on that second video. And actually, Mr. Snowflake just posted a community tab that they're doing another Q&A with BECK. So... there you go. It doesn't look like BECK's leaving anytime soon. I don't think anybody's chasing her out either, so they will probably be here for a while. So Amber, being behind and making this my last response to BECK, she's kind of backing herself into the corner because at some point she's probably going to have to address things, but she just posted she's not going to talk about BECK ever again, so.
That video genuinely shocked me. And
the cryptid one?
Made me feel stupid and dumb, and it made me realize that like the way that I viewed our relationship was completely wrong.
She must be talking about the snowflake
and I was oblivious to a
Yeah, she's definitely talking about it. It just took her a few days to like absorb it, I guess.
lot of things.
Or watch it, yeah.
Even to the extent of
Hey,
that I
hold
viewed
on.
are really stupid and dumb. And it made me realize that like the way that I viewed our relationship was completely wrong.
So essentially, it's not that she was abusive towards Beck, and I really wish in my mind I could separate what were in the two Q&As because I can't remember what were just in the snowflake one. Um, but her excuse is basically, well, it's not abusive because I thought Becky was in love with it. I thought she loved wiping my ass and everything.
And I was oblivious to a lot of things, even to the extent of the way that I treated them. So I want to be accountable in that. But this is just the example that I saw in their newest video where it made me look back and be like, yeah, like we both actually viewed this relationship completely different. So in their new video, they were reacting to a compilation video of me being rude to them for 10 minutes straight. And in the reaction...
it was a salty crab video. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the one that she was watching.
Beck stated multiple times that it's obvious that they didn't want to be on camera. And they said, oh, look at...
Okay, before she moves on with this, how about Crystal when she constantly told you, I don't want to be filmed? Hey, are you putting this on? Are you going to put this up? Hey, are you still
And
filming?
Destiny.
And
Becky.
And Beck. All of them constantly told her. So I want to hear this bullshit about, she says, or they said, it's so obvious I didn't want to be filmed. And Amber is like, "Oh, I just didn't realize that she didn't want."
Oh,
Or
so young and dumb. This was 6
they didn't
years
want to be
ago. This
filmed.
was so long ago.
And in
I
reality,
guarantee she's gonna say this was 6, 7 years ago when it wasn't. It was like 3 years ago.
Yeah,
And also it's
go ahead.
kind of irrelevant given like the magnitude of what accusations are being pointed at her, right? Like, okay, I don't care if it's been 3 years or 6 years. The things you've done or are being accused of are pretty disgusting.
Yeah.
And I don't think it really matters if it was 6 years ago or 3 years ago or when the fuck it was.
And the extensive evidence of Amber filming people when they directly tell her, I do not want to be filmed, completely contradict or it invalidates anything she's going to say about, I didn't realize they didn't want to be filmed. I didn't realize Beck was uncomfortable during this, because she did know. She did know. Maybe not in like certain specific situations, but in general she did know, and she did anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah.
At me zoning out while she's talking. And it's like both of those things like genuinely hurt, and it made me realize like I didn't even notice these things. Just like how when I was in a relationship with them, I didn't notice how mean or rude I could come off.
Yo, girl, you are literally to this day no different. You were constantly coming out as mean and rude. So I am gonna go crazy if she mentions that this was 7 years ago, because you're the exact same bitch today.
Until looking back, and I just...
Okay, maybe you should look back at like your vlogs from 2024 then. Can you look back and without somebody pointing out why everyone hates you, just watch them and realize why people hate you?
Just feel super remorseful. I viewed our whole relationship a certain way that it wasn't. I genuinely thought that they wanted to be on camera and that they were okay with being on camera. And I was so accustomed.
Like I said, it doesn't matter, because the two girlfriends you had before Beck, they told you, I didn't want, or you're filming this, so don't put this on there, and you did it anyway. So why does it even matter?
To them zoning out or seeming like they didn't want to be on camera, that was normal for me. But I didn't know that the zoning out and the look on their face, etc., was like an indication that they weren't listening to me or that they didn't want to be on camera. Like that is like news to me. So knowing that like
Sorry, people haven't been saying that they didn't want to be filmed because they looked at you a certain way. They're saying they didn't want to be filmed because they directly stated in the clips, I don't want to be filmed. I look bad right now. I feel like shit. All those clips of Becky when she was going through that really bad time where she goes like, I look like total shit today. Why are you filming me? You're telling me that that wasn't enough for you to stop?
Yeah.
That's her acting like she should be able to she's putting it back on everybody and being like, well, I'm not a. She's basically saying it without saying it. Oh, I'm not a mind reader. You can't expect me to be a mind reader.
Yeah.
Which is what people who don't want to take accountability always do when they're called out for something shitty they do is, oh, I don't have to be a mind reader. No, you don't have to be a mind reader. You need to have common fucking sense. And also in this case, it's not even relevant. It's not even here nor there because she directly stated not to film her.
Yeah.
One way and it wasn't. Like, I genuinely look stupid, but I guess like maybe I low-key deserve it. Realizing that we both viewed this relationship so differently actually makes it easier for me to be accountable and to apologize, because if that's the way that they truly viewed it, like, I deeply apologize for that. And there's nothing.
So it's not that it was a certain way, it's that they viewed it that way. Shut the fuck up. Go away.
To change their opinions and their thoughts and their experience, because that's what they lived. I wasn't the greatest girlfriend.
And also saying their experience as if it wasn't factually
that's what I mean.
That was happening.
That's what I mean. She's saying that it's their perception of the relationship and it's what they thought was going on. No, it's what objectively happened.
Yeah.
I wasn't the most perfect girlfriend, but I will say I'm not all good. I'm not all bad. And I wasn't that way then either. Like, our relationship was definitely complex. And even though it might not be visible to the public or even to Beck in this moment, I have taken accountability for the things that I've done. And in the video, they even stated, I don't want you to reach out to me. And that's very much why I haven't, because I wanted to respect those boundaries. But they said, I don't want an apology from you. I genuinely feel like Beck deserves an apology for the wrongdoings that I did.
You know why they don't want an apology? Because you at no point have ever shown any accountability. And just because you're getting embarrassed and they're talking about how you had to get your ass wiped for years instead of just, 2 weeks. You want to come out and apologize to try to put a stop to it. They knew that's what you're doing. Because you have had so many, before Beck had come out and they had really started sharing like all this insane stuff, you had myriad of opportunities to explain and to apologize. And you just shoved it all away because you didn't think that they would ever come out and actually spill any real tea. Yeah, so now you want to do it because they're actually saying stuff, but too late. And you know what? Maybe if you would have apologized years ago, maybe I would have just completely stayed away.
I did do. But if they don't want to accept it or hear it, then I have to be okay with that. I'm not going to apologize to the internet. The apology wasn't for you guys. It was for them. Dude. I feel like in this situation, like, this type of accountability should be handled in private, just like the apology should have, and the sort of discussion that.
Well, what about all the stuff you put them through on the internet and all the videos and stuff?
Yeah, for money.
Is that not? Yeah, for money. Is that not worth a public apology either?
Is like happening between back and forth with us. Like, these things should be happening in private. And it's like,
yeah, you know why? Because you don't want people to see.
She doesn't want Becky to talk about it anymore.
Yep. Exactly. That's why Amber's talking like this. You don't want it to be public, because then everyone sees that you suck and you have dumb bitch disease and you're an abuser.
Yep.
When personal matters like this are brought onto like a public platform, I feel like backed up in a corner, like I have to defend myself or I have to say something. But it's like, I'm not going to sit here and go through every single thing that they said, like every single claim, every single this or that, because that is just going to fuel negativity. I truly don't feel like the back and forth is productive for either of us. But if they
that's what you would say that. Considering you have nothing bad to, if it was, you have nothing to say about Beck.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that speaks volumes. There's nothing negative that she can say about Beck.
Because
what can you say?
She would have been saying it years ago if she did.
Yep. The only thing she's managed to think of to say about Beck over the last few years is, oh, she didn't take me to the hospital soon enough. But that's been
And that
debunked
was
now anyway.
debunked and
That's been
stupid.
debunked, so that's irrelevant.
She
And
blamed
it
Beck
was
for giving
stupid
her
to begin with.
cancer.
Yep, it was stupid to begin with anyway, right? It didn't even need to be qualified by the fact that Becky has now come out and told us that she did try to take her to the hospital a bunch of times.
Yeah.
It didn't even need that for it to be stupid because you're your own person.
Yep.
Help them in the long run, then go for it. But I have to genuinely step away. Like I said, I wasn't going to speak about them, and that was standing. But like hearing all of these things being said, it's been hard for me because it's like I have shown growth.
It's been hard that the one person Amber thought she could totally bully and just bulldoze over is coming out and talking their shit, saying all the stuff that Amber did was wrong, that Amber thought would never come out. That's why it's hard for her.
Growth in my personal life.
And what growth, dude? We've been watching you. I've been watching you for like 8 years now. You've been watching her for longer, like 10 years. I have never seen any growth whatsoever, so I don't know what she wants us to believe. We can see you. You post videos a couple of times a month.
And
or right now, every other day. We can see if you were actually changing as a person. I know the vlogs don't show everything about a person. But we wouldn't have had the entire disasters of last year with the whole Erica thing, and then Destiny coming back out, and then Beck coming out. None of that would have happened and then Emily. All that crazy stuff with Emily wouldn't have happened if Amber had actually changed as a person.
It's hard to like show growth publicly when these are things that like was happening behind the scenes. So publicly,
what's wrong with
I
Emily
might look the same to you guys.
What's wrong with Emily and Erica? They're just last year, right? But Amber was getting messy with a married woman. We're supposed to believe she's grown up.
But I have changed a lot. I am always open.
What about how Alexa was also a year ago, and like a year and a half ago, you guys became friends, and she's telling us all this crazy shit that you do because you're certifiably insane. That happened last year. That happened in 2024.
For growth and for changing to be a better person every single day. And I want to reflect on the past more because that actually genuinely helps me see ways that I need to improve and ways that I already have improved. And I just want to say that anytime that I had Beck on my channel, it was never out of malice. I never meant to disrespect them. And I really, 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 really did love them. This might be a little tea because no one knows, but when Beck and I were just friends while I was with Feline, and Feline did know this, don't worry. One night I got really, really drunk, and I told Beck, like, I really was in love with you, and I still love you. Like, you're a great person. And I hyped them up because genuinely,
I hyped them up.
I owe so much to them.
Oh, whatever. This was you just desperately trying to get her not to speak out or get the breakup to go easier. There was there's no fucking way that came from anyone else drunk dialing their ex, like, I still love you, I'm sorry. I would see that just coming from like a place of deep emotion. Amberlynn, there was 100% some ulterior motive to doing that.
Yeah.
She wouldn't do that unless there was something to gain. Because you know what? Something about Amberlynn, she fucking hates her exes. They break up with her, they're fucking dead to her. They're fucking dead to her. She's furious that they had the audacity to leave her. Yep. They had the audacity to leave her. There's no fucking way that she's just calling an ex up and basically admitting defeat and being like, I still love you. There's no fucking way unless she needed or wanted something.
Yeah, I thought she was going to say that they fucked, and I was really scared about that, so I'm really glad I didn't have to hear about that.
They would never.
Yeah, thankfully.
No.
Thank God.
I have so much gratitude to them. They were there for me during
Isn't it crazy how Amber doesn't have a labia?
Yeah, no, she doesn't have any.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I'm not sure how that, like, works.
I don't know if it's cool. I don't know if they're... It's
I
kind of
just don't
weird.
know how that even works. It's
Yeah,
just smooth, and then there's just a hole,
like
and
a
but even then,
like a Barbie
just
doll.
physically, like just by no, because no Barb, no, I don't know. I guess I just don't understand.
Yeah, me
But
neither.
you know,
Some of the
she's
hardest
special.
moments of my life, i.e., when I was diagnosed with cancer. But I have never tried to show them in a certain way. Nothing was ever out of malice from the bottom of my heart. And I just really needed to make that clear.
Whatever. Like when you
Well,
talked about how
honestly,
Jade would have
all I
taken
can
you to the
really
hospital immediately and Becky didn't, and everyone was and Jade was just shocked that your ex didn't even
Oh,
try because she was so terrible and shitty.
oh my God! Someone posted a thread on Reddit earlier today, and it was Snapchat pictures from when Amber finally went to the hospital. I did not send them to you. You probably have seen them already, but I did
Oh,
not
the
send
blood?
them. Yeah. Oh
Oh, you
my
never
God.
saw those?
No, I've seen like some of them, like the blood on the floor. I didn't see the one where she posted of like with her pants on and then like the blood
Yeah,
just like spilling out from the side because there was so much of it.
it was horrible.
Oh
It
my
was
God.
truly horrifying.
And she
The
has the
fact that
nerve to
Amber
get,
didn't let Becky take her to the
yeah.
hospital sooner is fucking crazy because it was
Because
bad.
apparently Beck did try to take
Yep,
Amber, and apparently all of them tried for like years.
yep.
So the whole free bleeding thing lasts for 2 years. But was she bleeding constantly for 2 years, or do you know?
I
Has
don't
she
know. It
explained
sounds
that?
like she bled for the better part of the years.
Yeah, it's it's so weird, so disgusting. Those pictures are the worst thing I've
It's
ever
just so
seen.
disturbing. I think, like, not to be TMI, but as a lady, I think if something's lasting that much, a
Yeah,
few days or weeks longer than it should, oh my God, like that seems like a big deal. Like
yeah,
I
and
feel like that would cause alarm in most women
yeah,
to seek medical attention, you know?
and I'll tell you that my day job is working with a true crime YouTube channel, and so I see a lot of bad pictures trying to get get the
Get the good
request,
ones.
yeah, get the like request in, and then send them out. And these are some of the only pictures that I've seen. Like, I cannot look at this. Like, it is
Oh my
absolutely
God.
it is vile, and
Okay, crime scenes.
yeah, and I have seen some I've seen some crime scenes, so
do is just continue working on
Oh, they're quite
myself. My
graphic.
focus
yeah.
moving forward is to just ignore it all. Like, I wanted to take what Beck is doing and put it in like a positive way and put a positive
I
spin
wonder how
to it
long
and
that's
like be
gonna
like, yeah,
last.
I am accountable. But at the same time, obviously, like, I do find frustrations in the ways that I feel like they are exaggerating or they have
This
lied. I
fuck
do firmly
you.
believe that
Didn't tell us any of the lies. She won't tell us a single lie that Beck has said. Probably because there's not any. What
Nope.
incentive
Be
does Beck have to
specific.
lie?
If it's that cut and dry, it should be very simple to just point out one lie and counter it.
Yep, yep.
two things can happen at once. I can be accountable.
I mean, I guess Beck could have a monetary incentive by getting more people to go watch their videos, but they would be getting those views regardless because I guarantee
Yep, because it's
there's
Beck.
enough stuff. Yeah. I can guarantee you there's enough stuff like her or them coming they whatever. Of them coming out to talk about it. Um whenever they talk about like any like Amber stuff, I'm sure it would get a ton of views just because it is like one of the most famous Amber side characters.
Absolutely. Well, Becky's the longest running one,
Yeah.
so
Yep.
they're
But
very
I can
well
also
known.
be
Everybody
frustrated.
knows who Becky is.
Yeah. Yep.
Everybody knows who Becky and Destiny are, I would say, because
Yeah.
both of those were from the peak of Amberlynn's YouTube popularity and also the longest running.
Yeah. Well, speaking of popularity, Amberlynn Reid, um, so the last couple videos, 42K, 36K, 40K,
Ooh, dying out a
43K. So
little.
she posted crashing out as a jealous, unhinged ex-girlfriend vlog, and that got 53K.
That's pretty bad
That title,
for her, for that title.
and that in the Beck era, she posted that. that would have 120K.
Absolutely. I agree with you.
Let's see, popular. I don't know what to say. Let's see. Yeah, some of these
2016, like any of these vlog ones, yeah, 7-8 years ago.
These all look like they're from
These are
Destiny and
Destiny era.
yeah, Destiny
Yeah.
and BECK era.
Yeah, and then these 4 and 5 year ago ones would be Becky.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Amber
She
has
really fell the fuck off.
fallen off. I think that's why she's sticking to her schedule so much, because she didn't work.
Look at the thumbnail of that one. Watch me clean. What the fuck? Oh, no, watch me clean. Why is there just like a photo of Becky there?
Oh, what the hell?
It's just like some shit she made in like, not even Canva. This is 7 years ago, but just some shit she made.
Oh,
with her
I
and
forgot
Becky.
the intros.
Yeah, her intros were fire.
Oh man.
She hasn't had an intro in a hot minute, eh?
Yeah, no, not at all.
Jesus Christ.
That right, then yay. I've
I know who brought this up.
That's how you know she's dating Beck, because there's some Steven Universe shit.
You hold it how you want.
There's the face of a broken.
Look, she's mewing! She's fucking mewing!
Tell them what we're doing.
Anyways, my point was that Amberlynn's fallen off.
Oh my god. Beck originated mewing. I love this.
Amber has to be making like half the amount she used to make or something, because her views are like halfway down.
It fell way off.
Yeah, so I think that must be why she is doing the memberships and stuff. Because with the memberships, with the 30% out, I mean, that's still like an extra like $1,700 a month or something like that. Or no, yeah, because I think she said she
How
has
many
like,
members did she have?
she has like 200 something. So like $1,700. Yeah.
Well,
but
she charges $10 US, right? 10 US dollars, and then 200, so 2,000, and then 70% of that, so.
Oh, 70%. Yeah.
So 1,600.
Yeah.
Wait, is that right? I don't know if that's right.
I think that's right. Anyways, my point is that I think the reason she's doing the memberships and actually sticking to it is because she's been fucked since she went to go visit
No,
Emily.
1,400.
Okay, well, yeah, whatever. So, since she went to go visit Emily and has since, you know, she didn't post anything for like 3 months there. That has to mess with your you know what? Bright side. Amber wants to talk about being an optimist here, and trying to use things for good. She'll owe less on her taxes this year. So there you go.
Accountable and frustrated about the same things. Like everyone likes to say, there are 3 sides to every story. Their side, my side, the truth. And like a really good example of like people viewing things differently, like kind of what's going on with like Blake and Justin. Blake feels like one thing happened, while Justin's like, no, that's not what happened.
What the fuck is Blake and Justin?
The Blake Lively.
Oh, Blake Lively
stuff. You haven't heard about that?
I didn't know who Justin was. I knew that Blake Lively and her ex, right? Were in some drama or something.
I don't even know if it's her ex or just like
what's it, like a producer or something?
I don't even know. Yeah, something. I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know anything about it really.
But,
I just know she might be a massive bitch or she might not. Who knows?
No.
And
there you go.
the great part about it is I don't give a fuck, because who the fuck cares?
I don't even know who she is.
I literally don't care. Yeah, but Amber does, because she has a huge crush on Blake Lively.
Oh, there you go. Is that her Kate Winslet and Billie Eilish?
No, Billie Eilish is her Kate Winslet, but she loves Blake Lively too.
Okay.
So you know what? I can't even sit here.
So Blake Lively is her River City ransom, you would say, her Kunio Kun.
No, maybe.
And firmly be like, okay, Beck is lying, because if they viewed it that way, then I have to accept that for what it is, because what's true to someone and the way that they view something might not be true.
So you're basically implying that it's a lie without stating that it's a lie.
Yeah, she's essentially saying that,
right?
Beck is...
There are 3 sides to everything: Becky's story and then the truth.
Yeah.
And well, what you're hearing is Becky's story, so I guess that's how it is.
Well, Beck is saying that this is how they perceived it. So, I mean, I guess I can't change how you perceive things, dude. So, I mean, I guess, but like, that's not the truth, dude.
Yeah. acting like these objective facts are matters of opinion and not objective facts.
Yeah, like having to play choosy is not a fact.
Else in the room.
I want to play devil's
choosy.
advocate here for a second. If I'm remembering something wrong that Beck genuinely remembers as like a full truth, then that's fair as well, because I have really bad memory problems.
Devil's advocate means an argument for Beck's side? So playing devil's advocate means supporting Beck's viewpoint? Is Beck the devil? Is Beck's opinion the devil?
Oh, wait a second.
Usually you wouldn't say devil's advocate when you're trying to have like a fair and balanced discussion and you're referring to your adversary in this debate as devil's advocate.
Well,
I'm just saying, it's a little passive aggressive.
Beck is...
She's saying playing devil's advocate against herself, basically.
She is exposing choosy. That's as bad as anything Satan has ever done. I've never read the Bible, but probably.
Due to moments of high stress, trauma, BPD, when I have anxiety, sometimes I'll literally like black out because I'm so anxious.
And I just want to say, whether my apology was behind a paywall, whether it was in a Snapchat, whether it's in a YouTube video,
whether it's in a Snapchat,
or whether I say it to Beck directly, it is 100% sincere. And I have apologized to them personally.
Yeah,
but
you know what they call her, sincere Amberlynn.
After a breakup, Beck and I was friends for about a year after we broke up. And obviously that didn't work out, which I understand, but I did apologize to them. I don't think that I took...
Well, I have bad news. Apparently that apology wasn't taken as sincere or genuine, because Beck still hates you and acts like that they haven't gotten an apology. So, yeah.
As much accountability as I do take now, because like I said, every day I like to reflect and just grow.
Her apology was probably something like, I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm sorry if the stuff made you feel bad. That was probably the apology. That's why Beck didn't take it.
Into a better person. So I'm not going to sit here and list off every single claim that they said and write down like, okay, guys, these are the things that are true. And these are the things that aren't. These are the things that I'm accountable for. Like, there's no productivity in that, because whether the internet knows what I'm accountable for versus
I think there would be a lot of productivity if someone came online and told a bunch of lies and like 99% of things were lies. I think there would be a lot of productivity going on and debunking all of them.
For sure.
But I don't think there's a lot of productivity if everything they say is true, though. So,
what I'm not accountable for, that doesn't bother me. The only person that I'm worried about and them actually hearing me is Beck. And if they don't want to, that's their prerogative. I'm okay with that. I want them to do whatever helps them. I'm not apologizing for myself. I'm apologizing.
You want to do whatever makes them shut the fuck up.
I'm apologizing to the person I was in a relationship with. So why is your apology coming after they started talking shit about you? You ever wonder that? Why did you not, if you truly have changed and you have reflected on you being a bad person to them, why is it suddenly, all of a sudden, come out now?
With for almost 5 years. And I hurt them, and I'm sorry for that. I really want to continue taking that experience and that relationship and learning from
it. We're crying now. Where are the tears,
absolutely anything from this point forward, and I am not going to respond. I genuinely wish them nothing but the best. And the apology that I need to give to you guys, if I hurt any of you during this whole thing because you guys care for Beck, then I'm also sorry for that. I am a very flawed individual. That is not an excuse, but I'm a flawed individual that can learn from this experience. And thankfully, I have. Whether people see it or believe it, I know it because I am my own person and I know how I've been.
What if somebody had to ask you to reflect on anything before watching the Beck video, what would it have been? What would you have said that you reflected on and changed things? Actually, and this might be unfair because it happened right after the breakup, but I remember in one of the streams where her and Beck were streaming together right after they had broken up, somebody asked Amber if she would have changed anything, and Amber said no. And of course, that's right after, um, it happened right after the breakup, and now it's been years for her to reflect. But she just is not really the type of person to reflect and think about stuff. And she is coming out now because Beck is telling lots of stuff that she did wrong.
In past relationships. And as I've gotten older and more mature, and I've learned more about my BPD and just who I am as a person, I have become a better person. And I have become a better girlfriend. I've become a better friend. I've become a better pet parent. I've become a better daughter. I've become a better sister, but I'm still flawed. I'm super complex and nuanced, just like we all are.
Yeah.
And this just has to be the last time that I speak about this to protect my peace. And I hope that Beck does things that also.
Somebody commented on the last,
Whatever.
Someone commented on the last video about the protect my peace thing. Like, you have fucked so many other people's peace. Why do you get to protect your peace now? Especially when the reason why your peace is being destroyed right now is because of the fact that you had destroyed other people's peace. And that's why people are coming at you. So, yeah, why should we just allow you to just protect it now?
Also protects theirs. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Wow.
Macy's calls P. Diddy an equal opportunity predator.
Macy's? Like the department store?
I don't know. Is there
Equal opportunity predator?
Is there a rapper named like Macy's or something? Very funny that comes after Diddy Lynn.
Diddy Lynn. Yeah. Diddy Lynn. All right, girl.
Diddy Lynn is so silly.
So fun.
Snowflake said Epstein Lynn, which you say is too far.
I said, okay, that's a bit much. That's a little much, but it's funny as fuck.
You said Epstein Lynn is for the final boss of Predators or something.
Yeah, well, no, I said Epstein. Yeah, making an Epstein comparison, that's for like a final boss of Predators, because that's like an extreme. Because you can't just, saying Epstein was a predator is like an understatement, right? Like a gross understatement.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like Amberlynn would have to be like running some kind of ring to earn the name Epstein Lynn, but it's still funny as fuck.
It is funny.
It's still very funny.
That's why I'm gonna allow it. There you go. Okay, do you have any final thoughts?
Amberlynn is bad, and the things she says and does are harmful.
I agree 100% with both of those. It is funny to me that, again, this is my last response to Beck. And this was posted before some of the most damning stuff, so I wonder if she's gonna completely ignore Choosy and stuff like that, or if she's gonna have to break her word, because I am pretty sure that she has said several times she's not gonna talk about Beck in the past. So she will be talking about Beck in the future. We just don't know when. All right. Well, we will see you next time. Bye. Say bye.
Bye.